Stadium here in Miami.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway at Hard Rock. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Yeah, don't let him get away with it. Quit cheating out.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Blitz coming here. Allen. Going deep right away. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Dolphins force the turnover on the first series of this game. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock. But that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd. Especially as a quarterback, it's your job to quiet that home crowd. But an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
When you call... Running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Achane again. And he doesn't find the lane on this one. The defense meeting him at the line. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bills' 12-yard line.
second down carry for Achan. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Third down run from Achan. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. His first throw is an interception. Matt Milano in to pick it off. He's at midfield. 30. Gets the 10. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. 2 and out from the gun. Rolling out to his left. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Able to find Achan. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Getting the fullback involved here. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Running with Achan out of the gun. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. Offense up to the line fast.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Make some good plays today.
Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. Taken in by Smith. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Escapes the pocket. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Here's A-Chain up the middle. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Dolphins in possession. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd, Tagovailoa has a man, it's Achane. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And he's taken down at the 30. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Handoff running left, A-Chain. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Tua off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Tagovailoa now. Achane reels it in. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Aubrey puts it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He throws a... That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Buffalo. The will add to their lead at the end of the half. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills drive their lead to 11. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Hill now to return it. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll throw it. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
The score, Bills 14, Dolphins 3.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Bass now to kick this away. Hill now to return it. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Tagovailoa. He beams one deep right side. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And the Bills put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
First and 10, here's Allen. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's 2nd down. Back to the air, Allen. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Jordan Poyer has it. And the Dolphins are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 now. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Putting a receiver in motion. Out of the shotgun, a give to AJ. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They send Hill right. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. And they send a man in motion. Trying to pick it up here with Achane.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Tagovailoa throwing on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They run the counter to Achane. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Working quickly here. Going play action, Tagovailoa. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And what a decision. They break out the reverse on 3rd down, and it moves the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Achane, a 1st down carry. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Caught near the goal line. And in for the Miami touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
So now a big spot for the Dolphins here as they line up for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Flying forward on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And look at this return. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. They've got 1st down from the 31. They've got a man in motion. First down throw for Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up second down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Looking to throw. He's looking deep once again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And that brings up fourth and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Looking to throw. He's loaded another one up. They connect on the deep shot. At the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills stretch it to a two-score game in the fourth. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. Trying to locate it. Oh, no! He lost it!
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one does not go far. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins down by 12. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. 2 and out from the gun. He's got Smith. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa completes this one to Hill. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins have some new life in the fourth. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball.
Yeah.
Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
First down, here's Tua. He sends this one to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so good.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Now to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. To throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
He puts some power on a deep one left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Dolphins have it after forcing his fourth INT of the day.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now a toss play for Achan. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. Still one more in their pocket to use. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They go play action with Tonga Vailoa. Flushed out of the pocket. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Looking to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it deep downfield. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Down inside 30 seconds now. Their hopes resting on finding a way to get this football. And the Bills are going to recover the football, and that should lock up this win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. He's going to push one deep down. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked off, Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
Setting up to pass. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. So it's second down coming up.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. One final shot here. Try and push it deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And what a play. He scores. They get to the end zone on the final snap, and the huge moment wins them the game. For students of this incredible game, Brock, they'll know just how incredible a finish we all just witnessed. Very rarely does a game end on a walk-off touchdown, and even rarer does it happen on that type of home run play.
Yeah, these fans, they came here hoping for a good game, and they got a great one. They were all just treated to what you and I were treated to, one of the most memorable finishes we've ever called.
With Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.